I think
Terrific. Please welcome Ron.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't sweat the small stuff. And my dad's favorite, this too shall pass. Did your parents lay those aphorisms on you as well? I know, it used to drive me nuts when my folks would say that, particularly my dad. I mean, are you saying that when I broke my foot, didn't make the team, cut from the other team, and lost the race, it was not a life-changing event? Well, I have to say, I've mellowed a little bit with time, and I've absorbed some of the wisdom that's now burrowed in my brain, and I try to use my dad's perspective. I try to view problems through the lens of time. A month from now, will this still be a problem? If not, I try not to let it stress me. Anyway, on to my story. It happened almost a month ago on March 20th. I was leaving my home in Bergen County. I was on 287, almost to Burke in White Plains. Burke Rehab is where I do my ReWalk sessions. ReWalk is an exoskeleton robotic that helps me walk. Sort of science fiction, but in fact, it's reality. Anyway, on this particular day, I'm driving along in the left lane on 287, and then in the corner of my eye, I see a car in the right lane. She switches lanes from the right to the middle lane, and then from the middle lane, right into my lane, right in front of me. What was she thinking? I'm thinking, oh my God, it's another Lexus SUV barreling into me. I have shades of my experience 12 years ago when it was another Lexus SUV that barreled into me. This time, I was also holding my wheel as tight as I could and getting ready for the impending collision. And then I was thinking to myself, she's going to shove me right into the central median. I hold on tight, the collision comes, and I just miss avoiding the central median. We each slow down. I pull over to the left shoulder. She comes out of her car. It's too dangerous for me to get out of my car. And she comes, inspects her damage, and then she comes over to me, and I said, "What were you thinking? What were you doing?" She replied, "I don't know what happened." I don't know what happened? What kind of answer is that? I called the state police. They said, "Are you in a safe place?" I said, "Actually, not so much. I'm in the left shoulder, and it's not a very wide shoulder, and there are cars coming on." He said, "Well, you should move over to the right lane. I'll stay on with you." So I carefully and safely took one lane, then the next lane, then the next lane, went over to the right shoulder. A much better place to be. She was asked to do the same, but she was shell-shocked. She needed the state policeman to come and escort her over. Finally, after 40 minutes, she comes over to the right side. We're there together. He takes our testimony. Luckily, she responded to his question the same way she responded to mine. I don't know what happened. And then he sent us on our way. I asked how bad my damage was because I still couldn't get out of the car to see it. And he said, "Doesn't look too bad. The body damage is bad, but structurally it looks good." Famous last words. Then I gave him my camera, he took a picture, and I said, "Okay, I have a couple meetings in Manhattan, I'm gonna head down there now." I'm on West End Avenue, 3 blocks from my meeting. All of a sudden, my car dies. I get out of the car, I'm now smack in West End Avenue. I get over, I take a look, and my axle's broken. And now it's starting to rain. And then I get back in my car, I call AAA. They say, "Are you in a safe place?" I say, "Absolutely not." "Oh, we're gonna get somebody out to you ASAP." I said, "Great." An hour later, a small compact car comes out to change my tire. I said, "It's not a flat." I call back AAA. They said, "Oh, are you in a safe place?" I said, "Absolutely not, I'm still not." "Oh, we're gonna get somebody out to you right away." 30 minutes later, I call back again. 30 minutes later, I call back again. 30 minutes later. Now I have to go to the bathroom. And I can't leave the car, and I'm worried that the police are going to tow the car, to get it off the road, in which case it would be on my dime as opposed to AAA. I'd be paying for the towing, the storage, and the towing back. I did not want that. After 3.5 hours, finally, my tow comes. Luckily, this kid was young, strong, and able, and he pushed me into the passenger side of the cab, so I wouldn't have to take an Uber home, which would have been a whole nother angle to my story. I get in the car, he puts my chair in the back, and away we go. I get home, and that's almost the end of my story. So now we are almost a month later, and my car is totaled. I'm driving a rental, but luckily, it's on her dime because she was clearly at fault. So they're paying for the damage, they're paying for the rental, they're paying me $1,000 for pain and suffering, and I went to my buddy yesterday who said he's got an incredible Acura MDX that he's selling. Am I interested in buying it? That car is perfect for me. So as I reflect on last March 20th's tumultuous day, I'm reminded that despite life's many setbacks, numerous twists, and a plethora of other things that happen, we can take comfort that this too shall pass, just like my dad said.